Good evening. You're welcome to this wonderful edition of web chat on Flip TV. I'm Christian Chuku on this beautiful edition. Thank you for being with us on this program, and thank you for being a part of this wonderful and exciting program, Web Chat on Flip TV. I have my wonderful colleague here this evening. Her name? Yeah, I love her voice and love her contribution. Okay, let's move straight to what we have for today. But let's inform you that you can be part of the program on the live chat. You can place your comment and give your opinions on the topics we have today. Web chat is a program that talks about top stories on the internet. We look at top stories flying on the internet and analyze and give our opinions on what we think about the topics. Okay, today we are going to be looking at let me take a drop down of the headlines this evening. Desist from noise pollution or be shot. Lagos government warns clubs in Lekki. Withdraw conditions on Twitter suspension pending ECOWAS court verdict. Serap tells Buhari the danger of sleeping with the fumes from the generator. The danger of sleeping with fumes from generator. White money wins Big Brother Nigeria. Maria visits angels. That's what we're going to be looking at today. Let's move to the main story for today. Let's look at also we're going to look at other stories that are going to pop up from the internet as we progress. Okay, let's look at disease from noise pollution or be shot. Lagos government wants clubs in Lekki. What's your take on that?
Me, I feel like everybody in Nigeria deserves a chance to work. Anyways, apart from all these issues, I feel like it is normal for a club to make noise.
Okay, let me come like this. Have you been to a club before?
No.
No. If you tell me you have not been to a club before, I will not agree.
I've actually been to a club before.
Because I see the way you dance in the office,
so I feel like, how do I dance in the office?
I see the way you dance. You don't know, some eyes are watching you. Me, I'm an investigative journalist. So
anyways, I feel like there is definitely going to be noise in Lagos because of clubs. There's going to be noise from the clubs. It is normal. So I feel like clubs should not be staying in a residence area, maybe an estate somewhere that is enclosed and like so many people are living there. I feel like it should be maybe on the street, not like on the street.
Highbrow,
yes, highbrow. Like
places whereby you can have access mainly to the main road.
Yes.
Not in residential areas
where you disturb people. Because I feel like a lot of people don't like. It is just normal. If you want to sleep and then there is noise.
Okay. Can you give me an experience on your club outing, like? Because I have a very special.
The club I have been to, the club I've actually been to, there is like little or no noise. Not like from outside that you'll be hearing so much noise. Yes. Yeah. So like it's until you actually enter the residence that you now start hearing. You get, but like not that outside. So I mean like clubs in Lagos, at least the one I know.
When I used to go like Ireland, United Kingdom, the clubs in those areas you don't really find noise. When I used to, that's
when did you go there?
When I used to. Okay, let's look at the story. The Lagos State government has threatened to shut down nightclubs, bars, and lounges in the Lekki axis of Lagos State, who failed to desist from noise pollution. A statement by the Commissioner for the Environment and Water Resources, Tunji Bello, said enforcement raids were recently carried out on some nightclubs in Lekki following repeated complaints by residents. According to Bello, Pressed Jazz Club on Admiralty Way, Lekki was shut after enforcement officers of the Lagos State Environmental Protection Agency raided the club and found giant speakers and musical instruments blaring loudly just in Lekki. I'm expecting you to have clubs that are just padded. The club I went to outside, you won't know is the club.
Exactly, that's what I mean.
Even like, there's not even sign because
do you know why I'm saying that? These people are actually exaggerating. Is that they went inside.
No, there are some clubs.
I know now that you will hear it.
Yeah.
But I think most of the clubs, especially if you know that you are staying around residents area, they always try to do soundproof so that most of the sounds will not go outside the environment or the place wherever they are doing having their fun. But now, if okay, maybe maybe there is noise, maybe people can actually hear them throughout the night, and then they cannot sleep, and they need their own time to sleep. Now,
because
it's normal.
I
You
think
cannot
it's
just come home from work after a long day, and then you cannot sleep. It is tiring. You'll be very annoyed.
because
So
I
it's
believe
normal.
such clubs should not be found in places like
Yes, that's what I'm
Lekki.
saying. Like, especially residence
Because-
area. I'm not saying Lekki now. Like, apart from okay, there are also
Yeah,
some
yeah.
places on the mainland that are nice.
Which place?
Magodo.
Magodo is an
State.
extension of Lekki. It's on is a straight road to Lekki now. Magodo,
How is
by-
Magodo a straight road to Lekki?
the express, Bega Express, is it not?
I beg.
I think that's the house of Amode. Amode has a house there in Magodo Estate.
So like there's Omole Estate.
In my area, we don't.
There's GRA.
don't have no such have such.
Ikeja. So there are so many places that are nice.
Okay, he added that many residents of Highbrow, Lekki, especially elderly citizens, have inundated his office with petitions about the adverse effect of noise pollution on their health every night till the early hours. I think this noise pollution, he almost gets you deaf.
Yes. When you actually think about it this way, that oh, you're actually sleeping, you're in your house, like your comfort house that you pay money for, and then you cannot sleep at night. It's like the worst thing.
You can't
I
you
don't
can't try
want-
that in the United Kingdom. Police arrest you straight up.
Yeah, I know.
Straight
That's
up.
why most of their clubs cannot be in residence area.
Residential area, no, straight up they arrest you. But in Nigeria, anything may go. Anything
But do
may
you
go.
know something is that these clubs, you cannot just say you want to, But I feel like a club, like if you know that okay, this is what you want to do, there should be definitely there should be soundproof so that no noise, you not disturb anybody. You have your fun and make your money.
But there's some areas that these things can be allowed. Places like Agege. You
What
understand?
do you mean?
Places like Agege, like when you pass through Agege, like on a Friday evening, you can be hearing, even though it's not even club,
So I feel like
ordinary cassette
to me,
store.
I feel like even if it's a gig, people deserve a night's sleep, a good night rest.
No.
Agege or not?
Agege is a different. They are
No,
different
no,
human beings
you know
living in
they-
Agege.
You don't understand what I mean.
They like noise.
Me, I feel like even if it's a gig, everybody deserves a night rest. Even if okay, maybe your house rent is 254, is 500 safe. So far you're paying, you deserve a night.
Okay, that brings me to the bear. We have almost every street beer parlors
Yeah.
and hotels, even more than churches.
I feel like hotels, like people most like recently, a lot of people just prefer, oh, let me just go there. Especially those social media people, that influencers and everything. Okay, you want to shoot their videos, their short commercials, whatever. They want to use an hotel because they feel like the space is more.
Does that necessitate the increase in hotels? Because
I feel
those
like people
days,
use them more nowadays.
yeah, they are living in churches and going to hotels.
No, now that does not really.
Yeah, because that's what some people will say. They'll say, now churches, they say churches are more. Now we have more hotels. Okay, that's it for those. My area, we don't have noise pollution. We don't have
Where do you stay, please?
club in my area. My area, the name of the area is a Church Street. When is it? Church Street.
Even in church,
Anglican Street.
you will see an hotel and you see a club.
In my own church street, there's no
Lagos,
hotel. We use Holy
please.
Ghost fire.
Please,
We use Holy Ghost fire, and
Holy Ghost fire, they will still play Bedu beside.
the speaker will just have
They will
forts.
play Bedu beside Holy Ghost fire.
Just 7 Holy Ghost fire. You throw 1, throw 2, 3, 4,
Speaker
5,
will burst.
6, 7. DJ play yourself. You will catch fire. Okay, that
What do you mean they will catch fire?
prayer. You know what it means? Okay, I'm just saying that although noise pollution is not good, but where some people can, especially the elderly people, they cannot.
Yeah,
So
so for them,
so,
they should do something.
so we
about it.
support Lagos State government.
No, I
continue
don't
on good
have-
work.
Don't shut down any place. So that's the livelihood of some people. Without that,
The livelihood of people they are now disturbing.
no, I'm not saying that. Like, let me conclude my.
Anybody that errs, anybody that goes against the law should be shot.
Just let me conclude
Okay.
my sentence. I feel like there should be like give them a warning, or probably
This is the warning.
and that's what I'm saying now.
Okay.
So as I think most of them are going to adhere to this thing, at least you should give them a warning. Not that you just go and close them down. Lagos people, they always overdo things.
Okay, Lagos. Are you saying Lagos government or Lagos people?
Please don't quote me. Please can we continue?
Okay, let's continue. Okay, let's move over to the next. We have withdrawal conditions on Twitter suspension. Serap tells Buhari. I believe I heard on the 1st of October, Buhari said Twitter suspension on Twitter has been lifted,
No.
but with conditions.
He said there are some conditions to lifting the Twitter ban,
Mm-hmm.
meaning that the Twitter ban will be lifted
Okay.
if they adhere to the conditions stated.
Okay.
So there are some conditions saying that, oh, they should pay taxes, they should do this, they should do that. But I feel like, this is like a contract thing. When you state your own, like you want, okay, everybody wants to benefit. So
Okay.
in a contract thing, you state your own rules, whatever you want to achieve, whatever you want to be done. This other person to state whatever they want to be done, and then they will not come to a conclusion.
Okay.
And that's when a contract comes in. So I feel like Nigerian governments have stated that okay, they want to lift the ban if their conditions are being met. Now when you say
I'm trying to get the story.
you ban a social media
Okay.
site in Nigeria, that's like you are hindering
So many businesses like
and
also.
freedom of communication,
Okay.
freedom of a lot of things
Okay.
is really sad.
Okay, let me go back to the story because I believe I heard that Buhari withdrew the ban on Twitter. So look at the story. But the ban that was withdrawn, the suspension that was withdrawn from Twitter had conditions, and we are going to be looking at the conditions this evening. And once more, I want to inform you that you can be a part of the program looking at the topics we are dealing with this evening, morning, afternoon, wherever you are. You can be part of the program and also contribute. We will read out your comments as we see them pop up. The Socio-Economic Rights and Accountability Project, Serap, has urged President Muhammadu Buhari to urgently withdraw the impermissible conditions imposed on Twitter pending the final determination of the suit at the ECOWAS Court of Justice in Abuja, challenging the legality of the suspension of Twitter to allow the court render a decision on the central issues in the case and protect the plaintiffs' rights and interests. Mr. Buhari has stated in his address to mark, Nigeria's 61st independence anniversary that the federal government would only lift the suspension of Twitter in Nigeria if certain conditions, including concerned national security, are met. The address also seems to suggest that even when the suspension is lifted, Nigerians will only be allowed to use Twitter for business and positive engagements.
That is like you are prohibiting a lot of things.
Okay.
The conditions is a lot. When you're saying it should be used for business, only positive things, where are you saying that people should not have their phone, entertainment is not allowed? Do you understand what I mean?
Okay.
So why are you trying
You're looking at national interests, national security, because most things you find on Twitter when Twitter was still alive. It's like whatever happens, whatever violence happens, people post it and
now,
start.
obviously, it's a means of. I feel like Twitter is a place for awareness. Awareness. What you don't even think is happening. Some people are saying it. They're capturing it. They're sharing.
Yeah, I think Twitter is
so
a
I feel
place
like
for.
when you post on Instagram, there's a limit to the awareness because a lot of people don't really check each other's story. If you're not a celebrity, people. But once you post on Twitter and use
you get different versions of the
hashtags,
different versions of
you
the
get
story.
and tag the appropriate people, you will surely.
When you look at the trending, what's trending?
Now what's trending? You will see that okay, this thing is trending. Why is it trending? You go into it, you check what's going on. You see the details. You see gists. So I feel like Twitter is like an awareness platform. I feel like it's a very good social media platform. I don't feel it should be banned, except maybe they have something to hide.
it seems for me, the suspension of Twitter is an infringement on my human right, the right to for free speech, the right to express myself, the right to hold the government accountable, the right to be recognized as a citizen of Nigeria. Because if you take away my rights, I'm no more a citizen of the country.
And again, is that the federal government were angry because the owner of Twitter,
the post of Buhari,
like no, like Twitter removed the post of Buhari.
Yeah.
And then you should actually check, is your post in line with the Twitter's regulations? Because when you are saying that you want to remove a post, like you are upset that a social media platform removed your post, why did they remove the post? You should think about, you were not the one that created the platform. You are going against.
The platform is operating in Nigeria.
Yes, now, but there is a rule guiding it. You don't get what I mean? Okay, now, if they say, okay, like YouTube channels, even if so many people have accounts on YouTube in Nigeria, they still go like with
the rules and regulation of YouTube.
If you go
contrary
to it, they are going to really deal with you. So, irrespective of the person, I feel like Twitter is actually carrying out, okay, not that because he's the president of Nigeria, if you go against the rule, we can still.
Okay.
So he's saying that even if you go against the rule, minority, majority, you are going to be penalized. So this shows a lot about Twitter. Twitter stands for a lot.
Okay. Now there's another part that we need to look at. When the case has been in ECOWAS court, and the ECOWAS court has given a judgment ordering the federal government of Nigeria to lift that ban or suspension, as you may call it, on Twitter. Now, what Serap is saying, that when there's a case in court, and there's a court order, you refuse to obey the court order, you're now putting conditions on Twitter. You're giving the court a condition, or the person that took you to court a condition before you can lift suspension. Like what he said, pushing conditions on Twitter while the ECOWAS case is pending would prejudice the interest of the plaintiffs, undermine the ability of ECOWAS court to do justice in the case, damage public confidence in the court, the prejudice and the outcome of the case. So there are two cases here. I just pray that the federal government looks into the interest of you and I.
I feel like federal government should try to listen. They should not only do it like, oh, the only one that understand what's going on. I feel like they are actually ruling Nigeria like, oh, it's only them that has the right to give judgment. Nobody can advise them. Nobody can talk to them. ECOWAS court is actually telling you people to do this. People are actually trying to go against it. Do you get what I mean? So like, you should actually try to listen to others. Like, people like, they are going against the rule of the law.
Okay.
And a lot of things.
Okay. Let's look at our next in line. White money wins Big Brother Nigeria. White money wins Big Brother Nigeria.
There's a lot to say about
You said
that.
Ligoros.
Me, I wanted Ligoros to win. Yes.
It's because you're a lady now. You want
Same
Ligoros to win. Because.
But anyways, apart from that, I feel like it was too obvious that White money would win. Do you get what I mean?
Okay.
So he was not even surprised. If you watch the video,
okay,
White money was just looking like
he was already
like
won.
it was overconfidence, like, okay, the money is mine. Do you get?
Yeah.
No, he was not scared. He was not. I was like, oh. Strategy.
Wow, there's a story from Punch just breaking in now. Gunmen allegedly set home of aid to Lagos State Governor on fire in Anambra State. Gunmen allegedly set home of aid to Lagos State Governor on fire in Anambra State. Okay, that is.
I did this news in the morning.
That is Joe Ibokwe.
Yes.
Okay.
And he allegedly says IPOB.
He said IPOBs are the ones that they are the perpetrators of the crime. He has not come with evidence yet. We don't know yet.
He only posted a video of a CCTV or a picture of a CCTV camera when some some containers of fuel,
like,
coming out of his SUV.
Okay. Okay, that's what he posted.
of the SUV of their SUV. So he was like, IPOB people sent them to set his house ablaze. Anambra State.
So let's focus on White Money now. White Money's handler did a whole lot of job. Some people are saying that he did a whole lot of job.
You know now, when you have a good handler,
Okay.
even if you are not really doing ball, at least know when to as you have to have
His
not
Instagram
only,
handler.
Yes, not only will you be strategic, you should know when to talk,
Okay.
when to put in the work, and when to relax. You should know everything as an handler. I feel like handlers are also part of the people that make things better.
Okay.
Like they make you. If you see Lacon's handler last year, she put in the effort, she put in the work, she tried, she did all the campaigning, all the working, she did her best. So I feel like handlers, like
handling accounts now is the next deal for young people.
yeah,
If you know how to handle, you are creative, you know how to bring in conversations, you know how to step out of conversations, you know how to lighten up a fire, cause controversies, so that to draw attention
know
to
when
your
to talk, spice
yeah.
up the game
Yeah.
from outside. Imagine a handler spicing up the game from outside the house. Is that not a very
I would say a big kudos to the Twitter handler of White's Money. And also there's another story coming up. Governors of Nigeria's South-South geopolitical zone have arrived in Port Harcourt, the Rivers State capital, for a crucial meeting. Though the agenda of the meeting is yet to be disclosed, but a source close to the Rivers State Government House venue of the meeting said top issues is to be discussed, maybe the zoning of the presidency in 2023 and value added tax amongst others. Let's still continue. Let's look at what White Money will be winning. 90 million.
That's a lot of money.
90 million. He will be winning 90 million.
Money.
I have a list of some of the stuffs that he won from the Be Nigeria show.
Officially today, they'll be giving him his money, his cash.
By 3 p.m. I think 3 p.m.
4 p.m.
4 p.m. Okay, let's read it out. Cash prize of 30 million naira. A 2-bedroom flat courtesy of Renovation Plus. Innocent IVM G40, that big Jeep. 30 million naira cash.
A house, a car.
That is not it. Let's look at the rest. Travel Better travel package for 2. A trip for 2 to Dubai, including airport transfer and tours. Cash in Abeg wallet. Cash prize from Patricia. You know, Abeg and Patricia were the main sponsors.
Yeah.
Abeg was the headline sponsor. Patricia was associate sponsor. A weekend getaway to Seychelles, courtesy Diageo. Arla makers of Dano will provide cartons of dairy products. Pepsi, wow. Pepsi supply for 1 year plus merchandise. Packs of Munch Eats and merchandise. Techno products including the Techno Phantom X mobile phone. Wow detergent cartons. Hawaii soap products and other consolation prizes. White Money will be presented with the prizes at a live show at 3 p.m. on Monday. I said 3 p.m.
Yeah.
Got it. 4th October. Watch his statement after being declared winner. You saw what he said?
I didn't see that.
We own the street. Street, but don't we be Nigeria? We own the street. Say 10% of the money on the street. So
you must see.
10% of 90 million is how much?
10% of 19.
Let me see if you pay your tithes. Let me see if you used to pay your tithes.
That's 30 million now.
10% of 90 million.
No, now the cash price is 30 million.
What I ask is 10% of 90 million.
Is that not 900,000?
10% of 90 million should be 9 million. You know, Igbo people.
90 million.
9 million.
Okay, 90, not 9 million. Okay, yes, it's true.
You know, Igbo people, they can do calculation very well. Just
I like money, choke.
Just choke, but just give us the whole level. Okay, let's move to our next story. Maria, I didn't really like Maria. Maria meets Angel's dad, and she was whining him.
She was not whining him. She was.
No.
She was. Now appreciating the man. Man, fine. You look handsome. Is there any bad thing about it?
Mm.
I don't say anything bad about the Nigerians and controversy.
See, you say you are very handsome. See your mouth.
Hey, very handsome. Hey, yeah. How is that a bad thing?
Mm.
I want to know how that is a bad thing.
Angel's father.
Hey, no,
You know,
some man.
of the celebrities, they are very, very purposeful. They have a mind of their
She
own.
doesn't know him physically. She doesn't know him like know him. She just met him for the first time and she's telling him, you are very handsome.
Did you watch the video?
Yes, now.
And the way she said it, do you think?
Good.
Okay, sorry. I'm just trying to be broad in my thinking. Understand? The season final of Big Brother Nigeria 66 came off yesterday, Sunday, October 3rd, and the parents of Angel were present to support their daughter. Maria saw Angel's dad and went over to speak to him, but she seems not to have been struck and surprised to see that Angel's dad is a fine man. She therefore couldn't help but pay him some compliments, tell him he's very handsome man. Maria passed the compliment after she went over to render an apology to Angel's dad for all the bad things she said about his daughter while in the house. Wow. Fans will recall that during her time in the house, Maria seemed to have had an issue with Angel's flirtatious behavior towards the guys in the house and complained about her to other housemates on several occasions and even used some words to describe Angel. But Maria apologized to Angel's dad and she said there were a lot of miscommunications and that she actually loves Angel. Do you believe her?
And now, so far do you know what I feel in this life? Especially me. So far you accept that you did a wrong, you made a mistake.
Okay.
Nobody's perfect. And you apologize. You move on. Move on.
For me, my personal opinion on this is I never liked Maria for her person, but I liked her sanity. I
like that she knows that
but for
when
Angel,
she makes a mistake, she has to apologize.
Angel is out of it.
Angel was actually really flirtatious in the house.
She and Queen.
A lot.
And
Queen.
I'm sorry for my Akwa Ibom. If you're from Akwa Ibom. Queen is from Akwa Ibom. Angel is from Akwa Ibom. Does that ring any sound? You know when you guys
I feel like it's more of a personality thing than any traditional.
You know when guys are discussing about Akwa Ibom babes, you need to hear what they say.
But anyways.
Are you from Akwa Ibom?
Nope.
Okay, sorry.
Angel was really flirtatious in the house. Like it was.
And Queen.
Too obvious. And Queen, yeah.
Somebody is saying Godwin W say the money is white. The money is white. When I'm through, I'll go and take my own street money. No, I'm from the streets. Do I look like someone from the streets?
Pastor in the building.
You know it's not pastor.
You are a pastor.
Pastor said no the flex. Pastor the flex now. Okay, let's move over to our last but not the least. The danger of sleeping with generator fumes.
I think by now everybody should know that fumes coming out from the generator is not healthy.
Okay.
It is not healthy. You can suffocate from it. People that are asthmatic can possibly die from it.
There are even stories that talk about stories that talk about family of 12, family of 7, family of 6 killed by generator fumes.
Yes, because like if you are sleeping and you possibly don't know that this generator is actually bringing out so much fume, and then you sleep, you can actually choke from your sleep and die. You can actually inhale a lot of that smoke and then die. Do you get?
If we have had electricity supply, frequent electricity, why would somebody be buying?
That's actually the main.
Why would we avoid some of these deaths?
So like, I don't know. I feel like Nigeria should be in a state or a stage where there should be constant electricity. Constant electricity. At least let us have lights. At least. That's
all we demand from our government. Let me read the story. Several members of a family made up of the husband and wife, as well as 5 children, were discovered dead inside their 1-bedroom apartment in Rivers State after allegedly inhaling generator fumes. That's a big one. I hope you will use generator here, Zami.
Yes, no.
Does it bring out fume?
Not so much. Like
at least it bring out some things.
No, now you know when you service gen. But after you service, like, and it doesn't really shout, like just small. So.
Okay, let's look at this report. Why generator fume kills? That's a report from experts warn against inhaling carbon monoxide from generators. Carbon monoxide from generators, because sometimes when you inhale some kind of harmful substance, when it gets into your system, it changes your system. I have experienced that one time like that. Okay. If records were kept, many would be shocked to learn that hundreds of Nigerians have died unreported from fumes emitting from their power generating sets and even cars. Some of those accidents occur either when the victims place their generators inside their homes or somewhere much closer to their living rooms and went to bed, or when they outrightly brought their generators into the house. Does it make sense bringing your generator into the house?
That's like not a right thing to do.
Okay. Into the house soon after they were powered off. Then looking at that from the powered off, when they do this just before dawn, the unexpected will happen. The whole family had perished, killed by a certain deadly gas that emits from a generator. That's where I'm coming from. A certain deadly gas that emits from a generator during or soon after use. Now, sadly, the victims are no longer here to tell the story. So, as much as we can, let's try and help ourselves. If you have a generator that I better pass my neighbor that smokes a lot, brings out fumes a lot, try as much as you can to put it a distance away from your room or your house.
Yes.
But sometimes when you live in this face, me I slap you.
When
they have like 20 generators, everything will just be blasting.
Both
air pollution, both noise pollution.
It is crazy.
But they say the stuff drives evil spirit away.
I don't know about that. I really don't know about that.
And even though it make people meet untimely death, so it's not advisable.
Healthy.
It's not healthy. That will okay. We're moving towards the end of Web Watch on Flip TV today, and I have one question I want to ask. The usual question I do ask before we go towards the end of the program. I don't know if you remember, if they say we just need one social media platform in Nigeria, from Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, choose.
WhatsApp is not among them.
WhatsApp. Choose two.
You cannot put WhatsApp. WhatsApp is like a message system.
Choose two.
WhatsApp. And to be hard though. The reason why I like WhatsApp then is because you can quickly send message. And it doesn't really take so much data.
Okay.
So, and I feel like WhatsApp are people you really, really know. That you add like their numbers, obviously. So, WhatsApp, because it's a closed space, I can monitor who I see my things. To get
okay, somebody's asking his crush. Is that I think he's Emeka. Godwin W. Your crush is going to be around in our next program. So for now, he's so busy doing one or two things. Me, if I'm going to choose between these 5 social media platforms, I'm going to choose Facebook and Twitter.
I think
you can do messaging on Facebook.
I'm going to choose WhatsApp. No, I don't like Facebook. Facebook is too. I see any social media platform or app that involves too many people from different places that I don't know. I prefer a space where I can do my things, like my close people.